Show of 2021.
Super stoked to be here.
Happy holidays. You guys missing Al?
No.
Who? Who? What? Yeah.
The guy, the white guy who sits in the same chair, you know, like 50
Wait,
years older than me.
That's
I
not
don't
you?
know her.
Vaguely
remember?
familiar.
I don't know her.
No, he kind of handpicked each and every one of you to sit
No.
here? No, don't remember him? I
Don't
miss
know
you,
her.
Al.
Don't know her. Now you say that. Now you say I miss you, Al.
I know. I'm
You
such a
set us all up and then
You are.
shady.
I am so happy that this is the last IHO of the year and that you guys are on it with me. I mean,
Oh,
like, I
I'm excited
couldn't
too.
think of 4 better boys to hang out with.
Right.
Aw.
Thank you.
4. Start drinking.
Yeah, we're going to start right now.
Did you notice that, like, for this show, they usually serve like 4 shots, and I had David serve everybody like 8 shots.
Love it.
I just want to make sure that you guys have a good time, because that's
Right.
what it's all about. Let loose, all right? Let your balls out.
My balls are out.
Good evening. Happy holidays, America, and welcome
Yes.
to It's Happening Out. You guys want to join me on this show? Yeah? All right.
Hey, we're on live.
All right.
Yes.
It's the world's most popular live gay television talk show. It's 9 p.m. Wednesday, December 15th. I'm your anchor, Faye. What? Let's start by meeting tonight's hosts. So, Mr. Tony Lima, he's a longtime South Florida LGBTQ plus activist and the CEO of SunServe. I am loving what you're serving today, Poppy. What's
Do you
going
like
on
what
with
I'm serving?
that?
I'm serving you my ball. Just the one.
Good evening, Tony.
the one.
Well, I thought it hung low, but I didn't think that it
They
was
hang
just like that.
very low. I'm going to regret saying all of this.
And
I
it's
think
quite
so.
big
Right now.
by
How
the
are you
way.
feeling? Have you had some coquito?
I've had no
or-
coquito, but I've had lots of Malibu rum, and I'm so happy to be here with all of you because I love each and every one of you deeply. Some of us more deeply than others.
Oh,
We're going
dear.
to talk about that later.
But
You
yeah,
had a date with
beau.
somebody else at the table.
It was
while
more
you
than
were
just a
there.
date. We're like a thing now.
Wow. So how long would that last?
Oh, see what
it's
it's
been
about 8
24
o'clock
hours.
now, 9 o'clock now.
So
yeah.
then by Thursday it'll be finished. Okay, got it. All right. Next
Merry
up,
Christmas, everyone.
Let's welcome our friend John Hayden. John is a general assignment reporter for SFGN, covering events and political developments directly affecting South Florida's LGBTQ plus community. Welcome, John.
Thank you so much, Faye. Merry Christmas, everyone. And I did a little shopping stories this week, and if you're a last-minute shopper, you're screwed because the supply chain has a lot of gifts that are still sitting out at sea. So please go visit some local shops like To the Moon or Pride Factory and support local businesses and be happy if you can get anything.
Wow. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, order people's stuff on Amazon, but buying
It's late.
local really
It's late,
does
yeah.
help our local community. So that's a great point. Next up, let's welcome Max Fenning. He's the founder and current president of Prism FML. Prism Florida Inc., a nonprofit organization that works to expand access to LGBTQ plus. Why was that so funny?
The FML?
Okay. Okay, does everybody want to say FML then? Oh my lord, FML. Woohoo! I mean, I usually say the actual F word, and you guys are really like having an issue over FML. All right, let's start
Prism
again.
fucked my life.
Let's welcome Max Fenning. He is the founder and current president of Prism FL Inc., a nonprofit organization that works to expand access to LGBTQ plus inclusive education and sexual health resources for LGBTQ plus youth in South Florida. What's up, Maxie?
I'm doing phenomenal right now. I'm also very happy that I am spending the last IHO of the year with 4 spectacular and amazing people,
Aww. So cute.
We love you.
especially Faye.
Yay! I love that. I paid him to say that. All right, let's welcome Dale
Excellent.
Stein. He is the moderator of South Florida's largest LGBTQ plus Facebook group, Miami Gay List. You guys know which one it is. You see that hottie from today? Holy crap. He also sits on the Miami Beach Human Rights Committee. Welcome, Dale.
Hi, y'all. It's so great to be here, especially on this last show. Let's do a great one.
Let's do it. So good evening, America. We are the first and most popular live LGBTQ plus talk show in the world. So much to talk about next on It's Happening Out.
This week on It's Happening Out. Join us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It all starts right now, live on It's Happening Out.
You are watching a live and unedited LGBTQ plus talk show. So anything can happen. And with these boys, you never know. And they started drinking early. So if you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and click the bell for updates. On Facebook, like and share the video. Let's get this party beginning with a unique meme of the week. It's called me trying to convince Santa to put me on the nice list after a whole year of hoeing around. What do you think?
Damn, look at Santa.
Right?
He's a daddy.
You know what?
Daddy.
I'm not going to kiss Santa's butt. Life on the naughty list is fun, and I always end up getting my stocking stuffed anyway.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sure you want that big glass of milk Santa has too.
La leche. Yeah.
So, okay, around the table, have you guys been naughty or nice this
I've been
year?
really
What do you
nice.
think? God, but that was quick to answer
was
that,
nice.
Tony. I mean,
I
most
was
people would have to
nice.
go, oh, let me think about the year. You're like, I was nice.
Almost suspiciously quick.
Right.
Yeah,
Covering
right?
Covering your ass. Covering your
Pretty much.
I mean, I think
what you were
it
doing
depends
out
on what's your definition of naughty. What's your definition of naughty? You know what constitutes naughty?
Well, let's ask this table.
Nope.
What have you done on this table, people?
Ooh.
Well, it centers around hoeing around. So have you been naughty or nice this
Oh, then
year?
I've been very nice because there's been no hoeing.
No hoeing, no
No, I've been celibate so
hoeing
long.
from you.
There's been no hoeing in a long time.
Max,
Celibate.
we know
Really?
Max is still a hoe, so I know Max has been hoeing around. So.
Why are you hoe-shaming everyone?
I think it's a beautiful thing. I am
Yeah.
a reformed hoe. Excuse me, I am a reformed hoe.
Reformed as far as we know.
Girl, come on.
Just for today. All right. It's Happening Out is part of the partnership between the Happening Out Television Network and Hotspots Magazine. Hotspots is celebrating 36 years of the LGBTQ plus experience, and together we bring you the best of LGBTQ plus news, entertainment, and support of our LGBTQ plus community. I was going to say who needs a drink, but I think you guys have already started on your own. Let's play our yes or no game called I Swallow That. We invite you at home to play along. Get that big ass Flanagan's cup, the green one, and just fill it up with pure vodka.
Oh my God, I thought I was
This
the
show
only
will get
one.
a lot more funnier once you do that, all right? So play along with us as I ask these 4 host questions. And if they agree with the question, then they take the shot. And if they disagree, then they take the shot because I am sitting in this chair. So under every circumstance, you still take the shot. All right, let's do this. Let's play I'd Swallow That. Nothing like standing under the mistletoe, getting your halls all decked or getting your stockings all stuffed. Question number 1, I'd swallow that. The holidays are here and it's a great time to ho, ho, ho.
I just wanted to do that.
This is a bell segment, is it?
This is the drinking segment.
I'm sitting in this chair, so I had said no bell under no effing circumstances.
Oh my God, it's here.
Throw away that
I'm sorry.
bell.
I'm sorry, it's just here.
Oh.
Ho, ho, ho. Is this the best opportunity to be a ho, ho, ho during Christmas
I
time?
don't. I mean, just from my recollection, I don't think it would be because you're eating. You're doing a lot of eating, and eating a lot and feeling heavy, whether you're bottom or top. It's really just not conducive to feeling like light and frothy in the sack.
And sexy. Yeah, like when
Yeah,
you're
right.
full, you're not really feeling
Gross.
sexy. I don't
Okay,
feel
but how
sexy.
about the parties that aren't all
I was
about
gonna
food?
say,
Like, I mean,
I was gonna say John, Tony.
yeah, John, Tony. How about the parties
Yeah,
that
let
aren't all
us
about food? I'm thinking about like Christmas parties when people like really let loose, and all of a sudden you see those two hook up that you didn't know were hooking up, and and that alcohol like kind of loops things, pun intended, right?
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, like you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be about us.
It's all about us.
It
The
is
next
all about
78, 90 minutes of this
I
show.
love
90
it.
minutes.
It's gonna be a
Oh,
very
wow.
long show. So sometimes you've got a really big package that you want to give someone, right?
Every
a big
day.
package. And sometimes you're the one hoping to get a special package, right? We're talking about gifts, mal pensados, you pervs. Question number 2, I'd swallow that. When it comes to presents, I prefer to give rather than receive.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I like to give and receive.
We're talking about gifts, right?
Sure.
That's what
Giving,
I'm talking
giving,
You know,
is
I've been-
receiving.
I've
What
been-
kind of gift?
I've been invited to this very posh holiday party this coming Friday, and there's a gift exchange with it. Now, I'm not going to say what I'm going to bring because people who are watching this may actually be attending. I want it to be a surprise.
Okay.
But I love giving a gift, but if someone wants to give me a holiday sausage, I'm totally happy to receive it.
Latin sausage. All right.
Wow.
Oh, you'll get your sausage there, Johnny Hayden. You will get your
Max,
sausage.
you have a comment.
I don't know if I can follow that.
No, I don't think anybody.
I don't think anybody wants sloppy seconds.
No. So let's go on to question number 3. Wow, boys. Holidays can hit differently for the LGBTQ plus community, especially if we aren't close to our families, right?
Yeah.
Some people would rather be somewhere exciting with the ones they love. Question number 3, I'd swallow that. I'll be home for Christmas or not. I love to travel for the holidays.
I like to travel for the holidays.
Well,
I'm going to
I
drink.
guess
I'm
we
not
drink either way.
Right, drink either way. I'm not traveling for the holidays because I work at Unity on the Bay, so I always have services and things to sing, about Jesus, our Lord and Savior. So I won't.
Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
Right. So,
Yes.
so I won't be traveling. I'm not that keen on, and even before I had this gig at Unity on the Bay, I often went to visit my family after the holidays. I preferred celebrating just family, not on the holidays.
Yeah.
It's my personal thing.
I had a thing where every year up until 2 years ago, pre-pandemic, I would spend the beginning of the holidays with my family. We would be together for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then New Year's, I would make it my thing. And I would go off somewhere exciting.
Oh.
So I spent New Year's 1 year in London, 1 year in Berlin, another
Hialeah.
year in Vegas, never in Hialeah.
Kendall.
Never in Hialeah,
Never
right?
in
That's
Hialeah.
super sweet, but you can't be with all the people you love.
No,
when
but I would
you're-
FaceTime with mom and my
Yeah.
dad and my family, but I was with them the rest of the time.
And you
But for
travel
New Year's-
alone, or you travel with a partner?
No,
or
I
whatever-
traveled with a partner
Okay.
usually. Yeah, and it
Whoever
was
took
always
them to
very
the prom
special.
that year.
Whoever
That's
took
who
me to
went
the
on.
prom this year.
Right?
Oh, so what do you have planned for New Year's Eve, guys?
I'm going to be on a ship. I'm going to be steaming
Are you-
towards St. Kitts.
I'm not.
You want to be on the ship?
You're
He
not
didn't
going.
invite me.
I'll be on that with my dad.
Oh.
My dad's actually coming down here.
Love
I
your
was
dad.
20 minutes
He
from the
smokes
port.
weed, right? Your
Yeah.
dad smokes weed. That's why we like your dad.
That's one of the many reasons we
well,
like my dad.
Aside from also
Love
giving you
Dad.
life.
Yeah.
Aside from giving you life. So talking about travel, I mean, for 12 years, I was on radio, and I was out of New York, and I was out of San Francisco. So I would always travel back to Florida for the holidays. And it was the worst time to travel anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was delayed. Nobody was happy. I don't care
Right.
you put a Santa hat on somebody in the airport. Don't make them ho, 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 jolly. By no means.
Did it make you ho jolly tonight?
Well, I mean, I was a ho regardless, and jolly sometimes. But anyway, traveling, I don't know. I like to stay right here in South Florida. All right, next up. So it may be cold in most of the country, but the song is true for many who are dreaming of a white Christmas. Question number 4, I'd swallow that. The holidays don't feel the same in Florida. I miss snow.
They don't feel the same in Florida, and I do not miss snow. This is why I live here. I don't live here for hot, humid hurricane season. I'm here to be out at my pool and in the hot tub on Christmas Day.
I just want that like quintessential, holiday season, the one you see on Hallmark movies, but maybe a little less heteronormative.
More gay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, in Miami Beach, snow is a completely different concept. It's a very different kind of thing.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
So,
So if you
there's
think
a lot
about
of
it,
that.
so if you think about it, there's always snow
There's
here
always
in
snow.
South
There's
Florida,
always a
right?
chance of flurries.
Look, I will say that,
Sprinkles and flurries.
I've lived here in South Florida off and on about 19 years, and I don't think it still doesn't feel completely like Christmas without it being a little nippy, without there being some kind of snow. Santa looks weird in Bermuda shorts.
Sexy and
But if you don't know the difference,
But if you know the difference,
you gave me a
right?
holiday
Like,
card
it's
with
fine.
Santa in
Right?
Bermuda
shorts, I
It's
did.
fine.
But
And
if you don't know the
it's-
difference, then you don't know the difference.
And the palm trees look phallic with the lights on them, so that's very cool. I like that.
That's what
I
it
like-
is.
I'm the only one here.
Cool, is that how we're...
I
They're very
But no,
fun.
I'm from Jersey.
I like
Jersey.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I think for us it's a special opportunity to have our own kind of holidays, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever the case may be, because we can wear Bermuda shorts and we can make it tropical maybe. And I think it's quite nice. I'll tell you this, my entire family, my brother lived in New Jersey for like 10 years. My entire family 3 years ago, we all wanted a white Christmas, so we ventured off to Homedale, New Jersey.
Aw.
And it was the whitest and the coldest Christmas we'd ever have as a family.
Did you hate it?
Yes, no one ever wants to go back. They're like, we're not doing that
But
ever.
you did it, right?
But we did it. We have nice pictures.
Once is enough.
And that's-
Once is enough.
Once is enough.
Agreed. I'll
Next-
drink to that.
Next up, let's consider the best thing of the week. It's called When You Know for a Fact Your Verse. Try by one of our favorite YouTube comedians, Michael Henry. Watch this.
Years old.
I'm proud of it.
And you've decided to make this life change now?
Well, I think it's about that time.
Time for what?
It's time that I become verse.
Okay, bottom.
Excuse me?
Bottom.
I'm proud of it. But now I'm adding topping to my lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're verse shaming me.
Please. Everyone knows that when a gay guy says that he's verse, he really just means he's a bottom.
And what are you?
Verse?
It's like rebranding bottoming.
Marketing.
That's lying.
Yeah. Gay people like to lie.
I love lying.
I love your shoes.
I love your personality.
Well, I'm not lying. I'm being real, and I would really appreciate your support as I spread my sex wings.
Yeah, cut to him spreading his ass cheeks.
No cut to.
Well, what about you, Mark?
I'm a soul top.
What?
My soul is a top, but my hole is a bottom.
So does that just mean that you're a bossy bottom?
Yeah, but I wanted to rebrand it.
You know, I used to be a soul bottom verse top.
So then doesn't that just mean that you're an emotional bottom that topped once?
Yep, but then I had to rebrand. And then I had to rebrand the rebrand because I don't feel emotions anymore. So now I just say I'm verse.
Huh.
Which we all know means you're really just a...
Bottom.
Well, I'm different. I'm not lying. I'm verse now.
So this is Michael Henry the reboot.
Like Murphy Brown.
Yeah, I'm a verse Murphy.
Doesn't that just make you a bottom with a job?
Yeah.
Huh.
But Michael, you don't actually have a job.
Well, I guess that means that I am just a top.
It sounds like you're a broke bottom.
I love ass, baby. Watch me gag on that hole. I'm gonna deep throat that, mama.
I have to go actually.
Oh, you're what?
Pick up my children.
Yeah.
Let's just pick up the kids.
Okay, you
from
guys
the
go, douche,
store.
and I'll be over in 20.
Verse. Oh, verse. Ooh, I'm verse. Verse. Oh, take it out. Verse. Oh, I'm verse. Verse. Verse.
I love him. And he's like, and I have to rebrand again because I don't have any emotions anymore.
Yeah, he needs his own spinoff.
I
You know,
love
he's
him.
right, yeah.
And he's
So,
adorable.
what do you boys think? I mean, is that true what they say when people say they're reverse or just in the closet bottom?
I think it's just. I think it really
Florida.
depends because I mean I know some people who really truly are verse. I mean they really just will flip. That's what they enjoy. You know, I think it's great. I mean that's what I used to enjoy.
But I think it's a connotation for bottom generally, right? Like I think that's a known thing. When they said it, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like when someone says they're verse, it kind of means that they're really a bottom, but their internal like homophobia, their toxic masculinity is not letting them say that they're bottoms. At least in South Florida, with all the Latinx men and with all the African American and black men, like that's what you hear a lot. Oh yeah, I'm super verse, but then they're not.
So there's a lot of bottom shaming, you think?
I think there's a yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
I think there is like a sort of like that can be seen as like derogatory in a way, which is odd. I've seen people use the word bottom as an insult, not even meaning it as like a sexual position, like purely just like as an insult. And I think that there is like a sort of like derogatory like connotation with it at times, and I think that that's part of like what that ties into a little bit.
But I also agree with you, right? There are people that are verse.
Yeah, and that's a gorgeous thing.
Well, how about Nas X when he came out and he said he was a power bottom? Like, wasn't that like, did that give like maybe some good love, good light to the bottom crew or no?
Well, I think it was
Representation matters,
bottom
right?
needs representation too. Yeah, I mean, you know,
Bottom representation. Yeah. I was a top in my 20s. Then I realized I was doing way too much work. Got to my 30s, like, okay, I'll be verse. Now I'm just like, no, just
Now you
straight
just
up
lay
bottom.
But
Now
there's
you just
also
lay there and take it.
you know, there's passive bottoms and there's active bottoms. There's a big difference. And I'm not talking about what you buy like at Ross for less. You know, I'm talking about
Active bottoms.
You know, those passive bottoms that are just like like a limp, you know, like I don't know, like a limp something. It's so boring. You know, it's so boring, as I recall.
I want to know what you think, sis.
What do I think? Do I think that, the gay boys that I know, are true to my heart. They're my family. I know them inside and out. Some too much, right? I do believe that boys can really be verse. I really do. Like, I know some boys that it's just the way they're feeling that day. Maybe they're not lazy that day, John. You know what I mean? Like,
or maybe they
like,
didn't have
hey.
Mexican food that day.
Or it depends on the chemistry that you have with another person, right? Because I feel, I'm just going to throw this out there. I feel like I can be pretty verse depending on the person, right? So depending on the chemistry that I have with that partner, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the girls? What about the girls?
So do you see someone? No, but I was going to say about the girls. Do you see someone like, do you see someone and say, I'd bottom for them?
I don't think I've ever said that I would.
Conversation stopper.
Everybody I see, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's my answer. All right.
Yeah, but he's a voracious bottom.
I mean, if like 1984 Tom Selleck as Magnum PI comes at me, I'm so gonna bottom. It's not even funny. Like I don't. There's no question about that. But that's a really. Yeah. What?
Nothing.
And to answer your question, Dale, for women, we have to be versed. Okay, we really do.
I thought you were a top.
I'm a power top, but there are times that, like that I'm tired. There's times that I want to answer my Facebook. You know what I mean? There's times that,
Because she's also a princess.
Because I'm also a princess. All right. Let's move on. Everybody have a shot. That's great.
Oh, yeah, I'm drunk.
Let's move on to our segment called What's on Your Mind. Each host will tell us in just 30 seconds what's important to them this week. But remember, in just 30 seconds, are you going to hear that stupid bell that I hate more than life? I refuse to touch that thing.
I'm going to do it. I'm so excited.
No, but it's you. So I have. Here, Max.
Max, you.
Maxie, you be in charge. Yes, you can have it back for the rest. All right. So 30 seconds, you'll ring that. Okay. All right, Tony. What's on your mind, Papa?
Well, it's a holiday season. I tend to get a little sort of sentimental and emotional during the holidays, and I want to talk about the importance of really honoring the people around you. As LGBTQ people, we have our traditional families. Some of us do, some of us don't, but we also have our chosen families. And I think this is a time where you should be honoring your traditional families if it works out with them, but you should also be honoring your chosen families and trying to have moments that are special with them, whether it's having them over for a hot cocoa, which we don't do very much here in South Florida, to having a drink, to just spending quality time with people and telling them that you care about them, that you love them, and they're important in your lives. I think this is the time to take the extra step to do that for people.
Very good. No ringing of the
It's
bell.
more than 30 seconds, but I
know.
felt that.
Oh my God! He was all into what was on your mind. I didn't even ring it.
so sentimental and sweet. I
That
felt
freaking
that.
bell.
This is why she can't have the bell.
That's why I can't have the bell.
I'm too nice to ring.
Oh, that was
Mr.
sweet. Thank you. Thank
Mr.
you.
John Hayden, Mr. Boo for the night. What's going on?
For the night.
What's on your mind?
On my mind tonight is racism. Last week, a couple of performers, Lenore J. and Antonio Edwards, were verbally assaulted at their gig at the pub. They're both people of color. There are vile things said to people, to dancers at La Boy. This week in SFGN, I talk with people involved in that and how they're just fed up with it. We think that there is this loving bubble of inclusiveness here, but it turns out we're just as vulnerable as anyone else. And the fact is that bigotry and narrow-mindedness does not stop at a city's border, at a county's border. It's a thing that we have to confront. And while this particular incident is huge and won't change things, hopefully it will make people aware of what is going on so that they can say, no, enough.
Thank you, John. Oh, yeah. How convenient that you ring the bell right when your boo is done. Mhm.
I know. I waited for him to be done on purpose.
Mr. Max, what's on your mind?
I'm kidding, Max.
Oh, wow.
Dale!
I'm kidding.
All right.
On my mind is Omicron. We say this all the time, but COVID, we're still in a pandemic, and really the only way to get out of that is to get vaccinated, to protect not only for yourself but to protect people around you. Omicron, the cases are a little less deadly, but you're still at risk of spreading it, and if the only way that we're really going to get out of that is really by taking care of ourselves and getting vaccinated and getting those booster shots.
Yes. Good job, Max.
Shots.
Shots. And getting these shots, too. Dale, what's on your mind?
Yeah, well, I invited people to Unity at the other show, right? Right? I'm getting my shows mixed up.
Do it
You
again.
guys are drinking too much.
No, I know. I can't remember if I did it to this show. I don't think I did. I just wanted to invite people who are around anywhere on the planet and have access to live streaming or being in person in Miami. We are doing Christmas Eve service at Unity on the Bay and also a New Year's Eve service at 6:30. We would love to have you there. It's going to be a wonderful and beautiful experience.
Thank you very much, Dale. And Al doesn't usually say what's on his mind. Insert joke there. But I'm going to say what's on my mind, very similar to what the boys are alluding to. It's Christmas time. And for LGBTQ plus, it's not always merry and it's not always happy. I was one of those people shunned by my family and alone on Christmas, and there was always somebody there extending the hand saying, come to our house, come have a meal. And it meant everything during those horrible years. So if you have the means, invite somebody over, LGBTQ people should not be alone on any part of this holiday. All right, next up.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Let's catch up with the news from the world of entertainment. One of television's most epic fantasy series is now centered on a queer woman. In the latest episode of The Wheel of Time, the Amazon Prime Video adaptation of Robert Jordan's groundbreaking fantasy books, the lead character, Moraine, is revealed to be in a relationship with another woman, and not just any woman, baby. She's in a relationship with Suan. How do you say her name? How do you say her name, Tony? Tony, how do you say her name?
Suan.
Suan, all right.
I'm looking at David as he tries to say it also, but doesn't know how to say it either. Just go with Suan.
I love that, okay? The Amerlin seat, who is Wheel of Time's equivalent to the Pope, people. All right, Moraine is one of the Aes Sedai, a sorceress or priestess, who falls under her jurisdiction, making their love the most dangerous office romance one could imagine. Our entertainment headline of the week is Amazon Prime's Wheel of Time brings an epic queer romance. Watch this.
Mother, I hate it when you call me that. So much for the Amelin seat remaining neutral without favorites. No life. No love of one's own. Nothing but the seat. When have we ever followed the rules? These are new. Yeah, maybe 2. You've been gone such a long time. On your knees.
Yum, on your knees.
On your knees.
So was the Pope person, which one was she? Was she the one that said get on your knees?
Rosamund Pike? No, that's Sophie Okonedo.
Oh, well, I'd still watch them do anything on their knees, standing up,
Right.
sideways,
Doggy
in bed,
style.
however, on a toilet. I'd watch them. They're so hot. Tell me about this show, Tony.
I don't actually watch this show, but I respect these 2 actresses incredibly. They're
Where
stunning.
have I seen them before?
In like everything.
Oh,
They've
okay,
been in a
they're
bunch
like
of
in
stuff.
everything.
No, they've been in a bunch of stuff.
You know everything.
But I am not like a sci-fi fantasy sort of person. But we reported on this on Queer News Tonight last night, and I was captivated by the scene.
Well, and their beauty, they're
beauty,
gorgeous.
the sexual tension between them. It was incredible. And when she said on your knees, I started to get on my knees as well.
Not surprised about that.
All 4. All 4's
What I read with that was that older queers will resonate with the fact that they have to hide their love for all these years back then. So
Older
that,
queers or Latinos or black folks or
anybody, probably.
Right. Anybody who's feeling,
So this is Game of Thrones kind of world, right?
Yeah.
Well,
10 years before Game of Thrones, as I understand it.
Well, I'm all about watching girl-on-girl action. So I mean, if
I don't know the show, but I mean, and I'm not into the sci-fi thing so much either. So, but it's a hot scene.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch now
just
because
for
of
them.
this. Yeah.
Max, will you watch?
Potentially, I think this was really beautifully portrayed, and the really capturing the intimacy of that moment. Like,
And do you see their skin?
glowing.
I wanted to see more of their
Can
skin.
we watch together, honey?
We'll have a marathon over at the house.
Yes.
Popcorn and snow caps.
Wow.
Get a
On your
room.
knees.
So that's our discussion on entertainment. Next, we report that Happening Out Television Network helps support our LGBTQ plus community. An example is Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church right here in Fort Lauderdale. We are broadcasting from our permanent set. In supporting that partnership, the network broadcasts the largest LGBTQ plus religious broadcast in the world. Are you really mugging yourself right now?
I am. I was gonna try to like throw my ball back again. Look at that. Amazing.
With more than 30,000 watching every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and it's totally live. We encourage you to tune in. Our campaign for sponsorship proudly supports Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
I'm James Wallington.
I'm Will Jardell, and we're the winners of The Amazing Race.
We made history as the first LGBTQ plus contestants to get engaged while competing across the world on the show.
Oh, and we also won the $1 million.
And Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Oh.
Oh, those two are so cute. And congratulations, they just got married, I think 2 weeks ago.
So nice.
Adorable.
I'll swallow that.
Yeah, you'll continue to drink, John. I got it.
I've heard you swallow just about anything.
Up next. Wow, Dale, did you hear what Dale said?
I did.
Yeah, and you're not disagreeing with the fact that he says you'll swallow
Yeah, no,
anything.
I said it.
smacked
I
me.
said it. He smacked Tony.
Young love.
You know what I was thinking of.
Up next, if we were standing around the LGBTQ plus water cooler, this is what we would all be talking about. We refer to it as the hot topic of the week. For many in the LGBTQ plus community, the holidays are hard on mental health. What can we do for ourselves and others during this holiday season? What do you guys think?
Well, this is what you were referencing earlier when you were talking about yourself and the years when you were alone. And this is when we can invite people in, not just into our homes, but into our lives and
You'd
into
be
our
surprised,
hearts.
but you'd be surprised how many people don't have people. The happiest, most fun people, the people that you see on Facebook, okay, at every single event, those people might not have family right now or might be alone during Christmas. Because think about it, Christmas or Noche Buena, you go to your family's house or your chosen family. But if someone hasn't invited you, then you're alone.
And in addition to being there for each other, like you said, and I say this not ironically because we've got shots, but seriously, you have to lay off the nog. I mean, I think that we add to our own depression sometimes when we start to drink too much, and then you turn A Christmas Story into a drinking game.
Yeah.
Just take care. Self-care.
Self-care.
There's a lot of words to say self-care.
That's John, who has finished
all of them and half of Tony's, and he's saying that. But it's true. It's true what you're saying, though, John. Like, I've got friends that are super nervous and have a lot of anxiety right before Christmas because they have to go home and they're not out at home. So they have to portray somebody different. So what do? They drink up and then make a spectacle of themselves during Christmas dinner.
And with people who might not be out and also partnered. And so there's all that guilt trip there with the partner that they can't bring home. And maybe the partner is out with his or her family or their family. And so then there's that whole guilt trip that happens in the relationship. There's a lot of mishigas in there. It's a really lovely
Mishigas.
That's a good word.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's like an SAT word. I love it.
It is. Or Jewish.
Jewish. Yeah.
But I think everyone's absolutely right, but I think this is the time to, like you said, Dale, bring those people in, because there are a lot of people, you'd be surprised, like you say, those people that seem really popular on Facebook that have all the friends are the ones that are probably the loneliest. So it's important for us, if you have a seat at the table, bring people in, invite them over. That's where I was going before, but I noticed earlier that Max was about to ring me, but that's where I wanted to get to, because I think that's one of the most important things we can do as human beings. Thank you. Is really support each other during this time, because you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what's in their hearts, what's in their heads. So it's important to be inclusive and loving during this time.
And Max, just as a young person, like a lot of your peers may have been shunned or distanced from their family. What do you see, and how can people under 25 be there for each other?
Yeah, and I think that that's a really big difficulty, especially among people who live at home, even with family and whatnot as well, and kind of always having that really, and people coming back from college and things like that, really coming back to an environment that may not be super accepting, and a lot of times they might not have people who, a lot of their peers might also not really have the ability to really reach out like that, or to be able to provide that sort of physical support, that tangible support in that way. And really what we have to do is just be there, emotionally for each other. And that in and of itself just goes so far.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand.
You know
I don't
that
know
song?
why that song came up.
Do you know that song?
He has no, I know. He doesn't know that
He doesn't
song.
know. I was like,
Please, I have underwear freaking older than Max. Okay. But yes,
dear.
reach out. Reach out and touch somebody. In whatever way you want to take it.
Right. With consent.
Right. With consent. No, yes.
Yeah, with consent.
No
right.
means no.
Very important. Yeah.
Let's explore the LGBTQ plus world this week with the silly and important headlines in the LGBTQ plus news this week. A lightning round, let's discuss them in our segment called Saved by the Bell. But there's a twist. We're only going to discuss each headline for 1 minute. At the end of the 1 minute, you're going to hear,
Oy.
and then we stop and move on.
I love it.
Here
I
we
love
go.
this bell.
God, I hate that bell. Oh, but I'm going to love this, so we're not going to use the bell for this one, all right? Honor 41 has announced the 6th edition of the 41 list, which celebrates 41 LGBTQ plus Latinx role models. This year's 41 list includes a diverse group of distinguished professors, journalists, community leaders, actors, elected officials, activists, nonprofit leaders, artists, students, entrepreneurs, and much, much more. Saved by the Bell headline. Number 1. Honor 41's annual The 41 list includes a familiar South Florida face, Mr. Tony Lima, Executive Director at Sunsurf.
Boo-boo.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
That's so sweet of you guys to put this into the show tonight.
Of course, this is a big deal.
Is so nice.
This is such a big deal.
It's
Tell us a
super
little bit
exciting,
about
Tony.
Honor 41.
So Honor 41 was created about 15 years ago. This wonderful gentleman by the name of Alberto Mendoza, who wanted to honor LGBTQ Latinx folks for being their authentic selves, for being visible in the community, for being leaders in the community.
That's you.
And thank you. And I've been working with Alberto for many years now. He's been aware of my work when I was at SAVE, now with Sunsurf and Ariana Center as well. And we got to work on many projects together. And finally this year I was honored, which I think is fantastic because it's a national list. It includes really amazing people, completely representative of the LGBTQ list. And I think I'm like one of 2 in Florida.
It's always a very cool list.
It's a great list,
and so I'm very happy for you, Felicia.
Thank you.
And there is another person that we know, many of us know, Robbie Elias, a fabulous singer. And an activist. He also has a great, podcast, But Like,
and he's gorgeous,
with Jonathan and one of our own co-anchors here. But he's on the list, and Russell Royable, who from the task force. So there's some people that have a Florida face.
That's awesome.
Here,
I know Russell very well.
But you and Robbie, I think, are the only Florida people actually.
So,
on
and all those people are important, but not as important as Tony Lima. So I'm going to go back go back to talking about Tony Lima.
Let me swing my ball.
Let me just say that, Tony's been at the forefront for so much for our community when it was SAVE, when at Ariana Center, now at Sunsurf. But, and I'm not just saying this because I'm your sister and I freaking love the hell out of you, but you walk, talk, poop our community. You really do. And I'm not just saying it because we're sitting here next to each other. In every facet of your life, you think of us. So, thank you for that.
Speechless. But thank you. Thank you for saying that. It means a lot to me to be on the list. It means a lot to me that you guys are featuring it on the show.
Please run for politics.
Please.
And
that was the plan originally, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Please, we need
I don't know that I want to completely give up my life.
Tony, 41's an odd number. Why do they choose that?
41 based on, if anyone, there was actually a movie on Netflix about 6 months ago called The Dance of the 41.
Yeah, totally.
Baile de los 41.
So
good. And it was the story of a socialite in Mexico who was betrothed to the daughter of the president of Mexico at the time. And this is a real historical, it's a true story. Real historical happening.
We did a story on it in Court News tonight.
Yeah, so it's based on that because that's one of the first times that people were talking about LGBTQ.
Because these 41 people were at this party.
Were at this party and they were raided. They were busted. They lost their careers. They were put in jail. Many of them committed suicide. Some were actually killed in the process. It was originally called El Baile de los 41 Maricones, right?
Wow.
The dance of the 41 faggots, if you will. So it's been reclaimed at this point by Alberto, taken back, and he uses it in a very powerful way to really highlight, folks in our community doing amazing things.
Awesome. Well, I think that they were spot on when they chose you. Congratulations. And that's a great way to end 2021, Tony Lima. I love it.
Thank you,
Next up, when a skincare brand launched a holiday commercial that featured a gay couple, the single loud Karen, who makes up the 1 million moms, had a freaking fit. Watch this.
Hey, Snotty. You guys.
Love you.
Just keep on smiling. Thank you, Mom. You're welcome. Just keep on smiling. Just keep on smiling. Just keep on smiling. Just keep on smiling.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sephora gets even gayer for the holidays, and conservatives are going full Grinch. What do you think?
Oh, I love Sephora. I want to go in, as you have noted before on other occasions, and spend my $25 on a lip gloss, just because I love Sephora for this,
I feel like John Hayden and I should be in this commercial.
I feel like we should be created.
Can I?
Yeah, he puts on his Sephora makeup.
Can I just say this Monica figure?
Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. I have, and you know, you guys missed it. And I don't think I want to see them do it again. So,
to Max. Go back to Max.
Max, go to Max.
This Monica figure
Karen, I mean Monica. Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
she has shed so many white evangelical tears. We're gonna need a Noah's Ark 2.0. You know, God is a woman. Jesus was a power bottom, and she should just get over it.
Oh wow, that's a lot to unpack.
Wow. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with the commercial. I love it. I love how it ends with the two boys there, simply adorable.
It's cute.
I mean, why shouldn't Sephora have gay people?
Exactly.
I mean, like, how many gay men are makeup artists?
Listen, do you know? Okay, I
cliche.
get my makeup done at Sephora a lot, right? And the whole place is so inclusive. I mean, like you could just see us all over that place. You know? I mean, come on. Of course, we're included in their commercial. Next up, J.K. Rowling recently tweeted a transphobic comment, big surprise, about transgender people being rapists. Linda Carter was not here for it. She was not having it. Saved by the Bell headline number 3. Wonder Woman's lasso of truth calls out J.K. Rowling.
Oh.
Good job.
Read it, Tony. Go. Out
You
loud.
you don't have to be trans to understand the importance of respecting trans people and affirming their identities. Life is just too short. I can't imagine how it makes any sense to use one's fame and resources to put others down. Well said. Yeah.
Well said.
Think about all the readers of all those freaking books, you know, and she's the author, and she spews hate, and she believes that all trans people are rapists and violent people that should not be on this earth.
And you know what amazes me is that she's been called out on it so many times already, and she's not backing down at all. She just keeps upping the ante and making it worse, and so it's very, very intentional at this point.
Does she not realize that LGBTQ people are part of her fan base?
Well,
part of her fan base.
No, they still are. Like, there's a lot of young people that are still fans of the books that have no idea that this woman is an incredible bigot, right?
Yeah.
So I just feel like she needs to be much more responsible. And it's up to us to tell these stories, and up to celebrities like Linda Carter to...
Kudos to Linda.
Yes, to say this out loud and to call her out. It's important.
Because otherwise, she should be Voldemort. The person who must not be named.
Yeah.
Right, and in fact, she's been denounced by Daniel Radcliffe and all of the other folks
the cast members
there as well, and really and it's wonderful to see that the people that were involved in the sort of like cinematic version of it are still going to bat for our community.
And Fantastic Beasts 3 comes out very soon, so don't go see it. Right? Like, don't go see it.
Anything that gives J.K. Rowling money, buy those books secondhand.
We don't see it. All right, got it. At least 20 million adults in the U.S. could be lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender, according to a new report released by the Human Rights Campaign Foundation. Saved by the Bell headline number 3. New report suggests that there are twice as many LGBTQ plus adults in the USA than earlier estimates. What do you guys
there's
think?
more of us.
Well, I mean, I think that the number's probably higher because they're including closeted people, right? I guess, or what? I mean, how do they get into the number?
From the census.
From the actual census.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, it was the shots. I had a brain fart. Okay, let me just move these over. Yeah, so the number's even higher then because there are so many closeted people that we don't know. We'll never know the numbers.
So imagine that they're thinking that it's doubled, and you think it's definitely a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I've slept with 3 times as many people as estimated, so I'm doing my part.
Well, it also speaks to I firmly believe that there's always been about the same proportion of people in the LGBT community. The difference now is just that there's so much more. They have so much more ability to be open and out about that. And I know that it's not like individual responses to the census are published, but there's still that stigma of saying that. You know?
It's true.
And that's also part of the reason that we see. I think it's 15% of Gen Z identify openly as LGBT, and it's because they're coming into such a more accepting environment where they can be out and be open.
How important is this data to show our buying power to big companies? What do you think?
Well, I mean, the companies who support us strongly are the companies who support us strongly. Are we going to get new big corporate supporters? Is that going to happen? That's a question. Do you think? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, big corporations are already doing their own market research and everything like that. So I mean, I think they have a feel for like where they are with their gay fan base. You know.
Yeah. Next up. This year was the 50th anniversary of the Winterfest Boat Parade, and the LGBTQ plus community flocked out for the inclusion of a Flockfest boat. We encourage all of our viewers to go to winterfestparade.com/People's Choice Award to vote for the Flockfest boat. Or you can text BOAT54 like I did today to 844-675-0705. Flock, yeah! Saved by the Bell, headline number 5. Flockfest made waves for LGBTQ plus in Winterfest Boat Parade.
Well, Flockfest is a great organization. I love what they're doing. I love how they're out in the community. I love even the small events they do throughout the year. You know, just little mini get-togethers.
Every week.
Every week, at least once. And so it's so community-oriented. I think it's fantastic. I love that they're so out there.
And they're fun.
The interesting thing is that they're raising money for the rest of us, right? Like SunServe, I'm happy to say that they have at least, you know, an event for us every other week or so. So it's interesting because their mission is very different from other organizations in our community. They're strictly raising money for the rest of the organization so we can all do the work.
So they collab with other organizations all the time.
Help
all the time.
All they do is raise money to give to other organizations.
And they are constantly working, like you boys said. I mean, constantly. They never take
Ryan Young and Stephen Crawford are everywhere.
Everywhere. Keep it up. Vote for their boat. Vote for their boat. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Finally, tonight we're the LGBTQ plus community, so that means sex and relationships, sort of. Sometimes in that order. Let's play another game. Our game asks, who would you do? What would you do? And to different interesting people tonight, our game, wait, let me start that again. What the hell did that say? Oh, I hate these people. They write this stuff for like a white guy, and that's why. You know what I mean? They don't write it for me. You know what I mean? Like, finally tonight, we're the LGBTQ community. So that means sex and relationships. Insert joke. Let's play another game. Our game asks, who would you do? And what would you do to those 3 different interesting people? Tonight, our game is Shag, Marry, Chop. And our theme is sexy Instagram Santas. So this week we're going to play with Dan Edgar. Franly Laura, is that his name? Franly?
Frangeli.
Frangeli Laura. Frangeli. And Joshua Armstrong. So let's play Shag, Marry, Chop. Tony, who would you shag, marry, and chop? Look at that. These sexy Santas are adorable.
Do I have to do them in that order?
Yes,
I play this game all the time. Fine. So I would shag probably Joshua Armstrong. I don't know who he is.
I bet
he was
you will
born
after
in
the show.
1989. Oh my God.
Well, he's older than.
I would.
He's still older than Matt.
I would marry
older.
Dan Edgar just because he's like beefier and has a beard and sort of fits that bearish profile that I kind of like a lot. And I would chop this Frangeli. I don't know what he's belly dancing. What is he doing in this video? I don't get it. I would
He's
chop
doing
them
the
all together.
Johnson shuffle.
Oh,
Isn't
that's what that
Johnson's?
is. I don't go to Johnson's.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
even know.
God, it's sad
I'll
that I
take
go.
Oh, Al's not here.
So, yeah. Good.
That's it.
Okay,
yeah.
you got it. All right, cool. John? Tony's not up there.
Oh dear.
Right here, honey.
I'm shagging Daniel. I'm marrying.
Why?
Why? I don't know. There's just he looks like a hit it and quit it kind of guy.
Is that what you're looking for?
And that's what you're looking for, huh?
In Shag, yeah, that's what shagging is all about. Hit it and quit it.
Hit it and quit it.
I'm marrying Joshua Armstrong because he just looks like he has a lot of interesting things to say.
Really? That's what he looks like.
Right, yeah.
And then I'm chopping Frangeli because I don't know. I'm just not feeling the vibe.
You don't like the belly dancing?
Yeah, I don't like the belly dancing either.
Yeah, I know. Hard pass.
All right. Max?
I disagree. I'm gonna chop Dan for a similar reason. I don't know. I don't.
Oh yeah, the freaking game se llama Shag, Marry, Chop. No chop empieza. Empieza con Shag.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will. I'm gonna shag. I don't know how to say his first name.
Frangeli.
Frangeli. Yeah.
Probably Cuban.
I'm gonna shag Frangeli.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm gonna.
Same thing.
I'm gonna. It's close enough. I'm gonna marry Joshua. He looks nice.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice, wholesome boy.
Yeah, and he's hot. And I'm gonna chop Dan. Something about him. I don't know. I don't trust him.
You don't.
I don't try. He looks. I don't know. He looks like he would again hit it and quit it, but like in a very not fun way. So.
Got it. Okay,
Oy.
Dale.
He would break you in half.
Wow.
And he'd like
this
it.
is all very telling. So I would shag Joshua. I think he's adorable. I think he's adorable. And he gives me armpit shots, and most people who know me know that I love armpit
Do you
shots.
lick armpits?
I'm celibate, remember. But in my
That was
mind-
very Carrie Bradshaw.
in my mind. And then I'm going to marry Dan Edgar because
I see.
he's
Qué rico.
yeah, because he's the most daddy look. He's not a daddy, but and Frangeli. I mean, I think he's cute as he is, but anytime the guys post that belly dance that thing, I find it such a turn off. I'm like, stop it.
Yeah,
you were so cute when you
leave
did
that to Shakira. What is wrong with you?
Right.
All right, so that was our game, Shag, Marry, Chop.
And you're gonna. Al never does, but
Al never does.
okay. Sorry.
So I'm going to leave it alone. All right. Before we end the show, we introduce our sponsor, Jet's Pizza. Are you coming to South Florida? And you have to try this pizza because it is yummy, yummy for the LGBTQ community. Jet's Pizza, we're getting ready to enjoy it right now. Qué rico. Look at that.
Delicious.
Ooh, look at that pepperoni. Yeah.
Who wanted sausage? Oh, you wanted sausage.
He's already
did.
gotten some sausage.
Well, boys, that's it. In America, that's it. Another week. You know what? I'll do that too. And another week and the world's first and most popular LGBTQ plus talk show in the world. Before we sign off, let's hear from our host for one final good night. A good night from Mr. Tony Lima.
Good night, beautiful. What is wrong with me today? It's all these shots.
Malibu.
It is a Malibu. It is. Good night, beautiful people. Thank you for watching our fantastic programming throughout the year. So many exciting new things are coming up for Happening Out Television Network, including now that we're going to be on Roku very soon. So remember to continue watching the programs. Tell your friends about the programs. Tell your family about the programs. They are so much fun. We need your support. We need your viewership. So make sure that you're spreading the good word about Happening Out Television Network. Happy holidays, and I'll see you very soon.
Thank you. John Hayden.
We're heading into the holidays. As we said, this is our last IHO. Give someone a hug. Give lots of people hugs. Get vaccinated and then give someone a hug. Whether it's the family you were born with or the family that you create and the family that you hang out with. Just give them a hug.
Max?
This was a phenomenal last IHO of the year. I think I again am so grateful that I got to spend it with you all, and I'm excited for next year. There's big things coming for me, for Prism. I'm sure for all of you, and obviously as Tony mentioned for Happening Out, and I'm very excited for what that entails.
But Faye is still your favorite, right?
Right, always, yeah.
We know.
Got it. Dale? Mr. Dale Stein.
Well, I'm just happy to be here as well as everybody else is. And I would want to say in general, I'm just happy to be a part of this family and this TV network. It's a great group of people. All the anchors are fantastic. And it's been great.
Not all of them, but okay.
I mean, most.
I'm being generous. I was giving a holiday.
I'm so sorry, Dale. I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's okay. It's okay. I love everyone here except sometimes Faye. No, I adore Faye. Just that when she cuts me off like that, it really hurts me. She's my sister too. She's my sister too.
Ah.
Love you all.
I'm not jealous. She can be your sister also.
Yeah, but you got way too many
Faye.
sisters.
You got a lot of sisters.
No, I only have one. I really don't have any biological sisters. She is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Got it.
Oh my God.
Well, folks, I mean, 2022 is coming up. Happy New Year. Take care of each other. Remember, Happening Out Television Network and all our programming is going to be streaming on a bunch of different platforms. Roku, we coming for you. The Faye What Show premieres January 10th, 2022. Woo! Get ready for that. I can't believe these crazy ass people gave me a show. Wow. Anyway.
Don't make them regret it.
Thank you,
Faye.
Happening Out Television Network, for always giving me a place to be me. For real, I love you guys. Darren, David, Steve, all you folks behind the scenes. We can't do any of this without you guys.
God.
This doesn't even exist without you guys. Christopher Clausen, You know, you're just an awesome asset. We love that you're on board. You know, and all of you for watching
Luna,
us and
Luna.
supporting us all these last 3 years. Dale, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
And Luna.
Luna, our mascot.
You can't forget Luna. Luna's the
mascot.
best dog in the whole entire world.
She really is.
I know that you people think your dog is the best dog, but second is my dog. But anyway, happy holidays. We love you all. Is what you watched tonight important? You sat right here at the LGBTQ plus kitchen table right along with us. We return every Wednesday at 9 p.m. after the new year. So don't forget, Queer News Tonight daily at 8 p.m. Hotspots Magazine, found throughout South Florida. And remember, if it's important to you, it's important to us at Happening Out Television Network. Good night, America.
Happy New Year.
See you in 2022.